Hello, and welcome to today's episode. I'm going to be your host, the Irrelevant Nerd, and today I'm going to be reviewing Invincible Season 4, Episode 7. So far this season, I have been just continuously blown away by how consistently great it's been outside of the Hell episode, which, was average, but the season overall has been really good, and this episode was another banger, and pretty much since that Hell episode, the past three have all been great, and the show is on a hot streak for sure. Spoiler warning from here on out, because I'm just going to get right into it, because I'm very excited to talk about this episode. So the episode is basically split into two parts, both equally awesome. Half of it is flashbacks showing Viltrum, and kind of over like a span of time. We see Thetis ambush and kill Emperor Argyle, and then in like the immediate aftermath, basically, and it's very brutal. Thrag assumes power, and the first thing he does is initiate the purge, and the Viltrumites, like, without question, just start fucking each other up, and it is gruesome. They, like, you see some of them are ripping each other in half and like ripping off arms and using that arm to turn and impale them, and just all sorts of just crazy things happening. And you even see a group of young kids like stomping each other out. And when the purge is finally over, there was a moment that it looked like Conquest was going to challenge Thrag for the title of Emperor, and in my mind, I immediately thought that was how Conquest was initially going to lose his arm, but he ends up backing down. But I thought that would have been cool. But I loved all of the flashback stuff. Anytime this season, prior seasons, learning about the Viltrumites and seeing their history, I mean, it's messed up, but it's always super cool, and I think it does a really good job showing just how dangerous the Viltrumites can actually be. The other half of the episode is present day, and we see the Coalition go directly to Viltrum to try to take Thrag out and just end the war there. They assume that if they do that, the Viltrumites will just scatter, and of course, that's not how it works out. They get ambushed by a much larger group of Viltrumites than they're expecting. And I mean, initially, the group we're rooting for, like Invincible, Alan, Nolan, Thetis, Tech Knight, whatever her name is, and Battle Beast, they're all there, but they try a whole bunch of different things, and they kill some Viltrumites, and I really liked seeing them use all the tools they had gathered over the first half of the season and seeing how effective those tools and strategies were. But the battle quickly turns once Thrag actually gets involved in the fight. Like, he briefly tries to sway Nolan back to the Viltrumite side, and when that doesn't work out, he just loses it and starts just destroying people. And I knew Thrag was going to be powerful, but I was honestly I guess I just was not familiar with Thrag's game. Like, he was so badass, and seeing him in action and how effortless it looks for him. I mean, he practically rips Oliver in half. He literally just grabs Battle Beast and throws him out of the fight. Beats Nolan and Mark like they're literally nothing. It just seems like he's barely moving, and it was just kind of wild to see because we know how powerful Mark and Nolan are. And when Nolan realizes they can't win, he has Space Racer use his super weapon to shoot a beam at Viltrum, and then Nolan, Thetis, and Mark all follow that shot through the entire planet, which I believe ended up destabilizing the core, and the entire planet explodes. It looks pretty sick. Definitely some of the stronger animation in this season, but it was kind of breathtaking to see, and I really enjoyed the sequence. But the way the episode ends is a gut punch, because Thrag, obviously pissed because his planet was just blown up, rips Thetis' head off super easily, ends up punching like straight through Nolan, beats the shit out of Mark, and almost like crushes his eyes. But at the last second, he glances up at Viltrumite and kind of has that realization that their number, or glances up at Viltrum and just realizes that their numbers are so few that he really doesn't want to kill them. So he just takes the other Viltrumites with him, leaves them floating through space, where eventually they're recovered by the Coalition. And I don't remember how much time had passed, but by the time Invincible wakes up, Alan is in charge, and he's not fine, but Oliver is healing, and he will be fine. Nolan's awake, and so everybody's relatively okay, but things are messed up, and they're really concerned in this section of the episode because they have no idea where the Viltrumites flew off to. And I remember in this moment thinking that they were going to pop up on the planet, I believe it's called Telescria, and like we were going to see him pop up, and that was where the episode cut off. But it cuts to Mark like slowly realizing that, like, or thinking that he went to Earth. And so I'm super intrigued at what that's going to look like next episode. Like, I have no idea what they're going to do. You'd have to assume that because Nolan was there on a mission, the Viltrumites are probably at least somewhat aware of Debbie, which probably puts her in danger, and will put Paul in danger at some point, I'm sure. And I don't know. I don't know if... I kind of thought that Thrag was going to be defeated this season, but it doesn't really seem like it, because I don't know how they would do all that and then wrap it up in an episode, like how Mark would, bridge that distance, like bridge that gap in strength. Like, Thrag is just so much stronger than him. Like, maybe if he has a few more seasons to train, but we'll see. I'm very excited. I thought this was a great episode on top of an already strong season. I would say this episode's a 9.7 out of 10. Very few low points. I really enjoyed it, but of course, these are just my thoughts. I would love to know yours down below. I have seen a discourse online. There is a fair amount of people that seem to be bored with this season, which if you are one of those people, I'd be interested to know what in particular is boring you about it, because I don't see it, and I am genuinely curious. So comment down below. I have some more videos that I'm working on I'll have out for you pretty soon, and I will see you guys in the next one.